Gringos en Buenos Aires.
Gringos en Buenos Aires.
Welcome to another dose of the Gringos in Buenos Aires podcast, the podcast that brings expat life to you. I'm your host with the most, Paul Perry. With me today, a special guest, Mac Stevens, rockabilly country music singer from Texas. And take it away, Mac.
Well, thank you there, Paul. Let's do a little bit of sitting on top of the world.
Sitting on top of the podcast.
What's that?
Go take it away.
Well, it was in the springtime, one sunny day. My baby left me, man, she gone away. Well, now she's gone, 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 and I don't worry, Lord, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Well, they call me in Dallas, and I'm in El Paso, saying, come home, Mac, now we love you so. Well, now she's gone, gone, gone. I don't worry, Lord, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Well, if you don't like my peaches, don't shake my tree. Stay out of my orchard, let the peach trees be. Well, and now she's gone, gone, gone. I don't worry none, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Well, you come here running, holding out your hand. Well, I can give me a woman just as you got your man. Well, now she's gone, gone, gone. I don't worry, no, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Oh, thank you very much.
All right. That was really good.
Hey, it's fun.
If you don't like my peaches, don't shake my tree. That was pretty cool.
I think I first heard on the record Blind Lemon Jefferson.
Uh-huh.
And I'm from Blind Lemon Jefferson country around Streetman, Curvin, Texas, in that area. Lemon's buried out there. He died back in 1929, and everybody's been ripping his songs off ever since. Carl Perkins ripped off one of his songs. Beatles ripped it off of Carl Perkins. Lemon never did get the proper acknowledgement, so...
Oh, no,
Such
we
is
honor
life,
him. We
it
honor him
seems.
today here
Absolutely.
on the Gringos in Buenos Aires
Absolutely.
podcast. Well, first question right off. I mean, well, congratulations on your talent there. And what brought you and your big guitar to BA?
Well, 28 years ago, if we can get in the Wayback Machine and go back that far, I was working for the post office in Corsicana, Texas, and playing music, and started putting out some records with some German and Japanese companies, and just had started my own, Freedonia Records, which is still around. And so I decided to go to Las Vegas, to Viva Las Vegas. It was the first of their series of rockabilly festivals, international. So I go there. I'm going to play. I step out on stage. Right before I start singing, I look straight down in front of me, and there's my lovely Karina standing there looking up at me. And I'm thinking, oh, I must get to know her better. Somehow, I've got to. So I had 3 days to make that happen. She didn't speak English. I didn't speak any Castellano. And we got married 2 months later.
In Vegas?
No, in
okay.
Texas. She went home back to Buenos Aires and was just sad. I went back to Corsicana and I was sad as well. So I had her number, so I called her up. I said, why don't you come out to Texas and marry me? So she did.
Yeah. It's an offer you can't resist. Yeah.
It was all right.
All right.
So
I bet you wrote a lot of love songs in between in those 2 months.
Sure did.
Yeah,
It's been a never-ending source of material for songs.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got a son, Jesse Lee, who's 23, and he lives with us out near Pilar, a little town called La Lonja that we're living in, and we've been there since 2022. We've been living here in Provincia, Buenos Aires, and I just love it.
So you've been here since 2022.
Yeah, 2022, absolutely, and.
Oh, I like it. Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
That's cool. What do you like about it?
Well, I like the people here. I haven't had to kill anybody, or nobody's tried to kill me, so it's been good. In Texas, just about everybody's carrying a pistol or a gun somewhere on their person or in their vehicle, and they're not shy about using them. Here, it's just a lot. I don't know. I've never felt so safe as I have here.
Well, it kind of like Texas and guns go hand in hand.
Yes, they do, hand in hand, and sometimes all the way into the grave. But for me, people always ask me, well, walking around in the Capitol, isn't that a little scary? No. I don't go into the Boca part of it, but. My son's a River Plate fan, so that's why I have to say that. But no, I feel a lot more.
Did you spend any time living inside the city, or you went straight to Pilar?
Well, any time that we've come to visit over the last couple of decades, we always stayed in the city for a couple of months at a time. We would take, because...
How often did you come to visit?
Once a year when my son was out of school. For the summer, myself, since 2005, I had been playing music and buying and selling old records, phonograph records.
Oh.
Not albums, just the 45 singles, or what they call simples here, or the old discos de pasta 78s, blues, rockabilly, country, soul, things like that. Cajun, love Cajun. So I found that instead of collecting that, if I could turn around and sell them to other perverts who would pay a lot of money for pieces of plastic or cellulose, I could make out pretty good. And I could take a vacation whenever we wanted to, so we always saved up our pennies to come to Buenos Aires. And we've stayed, one year we stayed near Congreso.
Yeah, what was this Congreso around here?
Belgrano, Palermo, just, in various places. And or in Caseros. Garden spot of the world.
Yeah.
Now, her mom lives in Caseros, not too far from Puerto Pachi, which is...
I'm familiar with the area, near San Martin.
Yeah, I drove through there one night by mistake, right through the center of that, and that was interesting. But... it wasn't like driving through a rough part of Dallas on a Saturday night, so.
What made you choose the opportunity of living in Buenos Aires?
Well, for me, I was driving about 30,000 miles plus every year driving from in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, just through a big area, sometimes longer trips looking for old records. And that was starting to wear on me. And we got to thinking, maybe if we sold all the records that we've got, sell our house, sell our car, we could maybe live a pretty good life retired in Argentina.
Yeah.
And so we did, and we watch our spending. And, of course, when we moved here in 2022, things were a little cheaper than they are now. But we're still not worried about it so much, are we, baby? Nah. It's all right. As long as Social Security keeps coming along, I'm happy with that.
In Argentina, people always find a way to survive and
Yes, they
make ends
do.
meet. You know, you adjust.
Yeah, Karina told me that. She said, that's the thing about Argentina. No matter what happens, people are going to survive. And they're still going to go out and enjoy, do things that they
Sure.
like to do.
Sure.
Somehow, afford that asado on Sundays. So
sure.
that works. I like that look of the people. Of course, I like the food here. I'm not much on pizza. There's a lot of pizza here. But I really love the beef.
How's Argentine beef compared to Texas beef?
No comparison. Argentine beef is the best beef. Especially if you pay a little bit for the better cuts. Oh, my.
What's your favorite cut?
Everything but the hooves, pretty much. I like the chinchulina.
Chinchulina.
I like the riñon.
Molleja.
Yes, I like all of
the
it. But
molleja's
then
the
the vacío, which
vacío.
gets me. Why are you going to call it empty? But the way it translates.
The
I like it all.
matambrito. How about the matambrito?
I like-
the hunger killer. Kills
Yes.
hunger. Matambre. I had a guest tell me
No.
that. Frank.
Do you realize I was today years old when I found out what the matambre meant?
Matambrito.
Did you know that?
Kills a
Karina?
little hunger. Frank told me. Frank, one of our sponsors from Asado Tours.
Thank you, Frank, for that bit of illumination.
Yeah.
That's
Matambrito.
fantastic.
It's the first cut because it's a thin cut.
Very thin.
Cooks quickly and matambrito. Hunger killer.
It
So now
works.
you know.
I like the pork. The pork here is a lot better quality. Chicken's great. I've kind of overdosed on chicken in the last year, but been on a weight loss kick, so
Yeah. So you like the food here.
love it.
Do you drink mate?
Not so much. I keep wanting to because since I've been on a weight loss kick, I need to drink something else that kind of kills the hunger. I've heard it has that property. I need to get into it. And my son is really into it. He's a mate head. Karina, she drinks mate, but she doesn't get it out much since I'm not joining in. Maybe that's something we should start doing.
Yeah.
But I love Fernet.
You like Fernet?
Fernet and Coke. Love the wines here. It's amazing. You go into a store here, and there's a brand of wine that in Texas would cost you $20 a bottle. In here, it's about $5 a bottle, maybe $6, and it's like.
What do you like, the Malbec or the Cabernet?
I like for me, I like sweeter wine. But at first, I wasn't so hep on Malbec, but I really like it now. My palate has gotten refined. It's a weird thing. Nobody thought it could happen, but I really do like a really good Malbec, especially a cheap one that puts on pretentious airs and pretends it's good. I know y'all just had the wine expert.
Yeah,
in
we
here,
had a wine.
and he could probably steer us towards the wine that wants to be great, but it's not so expensive.
Yeah.
And to that end, I'm always trying out different wines.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about the music. Are you active in the country music scene here?
Yes, I've been playing professionally since about 1994 or 5 when I put out my first record.
I see you brought some records here.
Yeah, these are a small bit. There's a German album we put out in 2022 or so, yeah. That's for the German label Bear Family. I'm a Sun Record fanatic. Sun Records was from Memphis, Tennessee, operated by Sam Phillips. He discovered Elvis, Johnny Cash, etc. So I do a lot of my things with that sound in mind. And the smaller one you're holding there is one on my own Freedonia label. It was recorded in 2019, put out in 2020, 1 month ahead of the pandemic, which killed all the sales because we had a tour going and everything. Oh, well. But I recorded that one in our apartment that we were staying in Belgrano, I think it was. Yeah, Belgrano. And, no, I did that one
I like the artwork.
Did that one in the bedroom of my drummer, who's over in Cabashito, Charlie Calthra.
Little horse.
Yes, that's it. And they've even got that nice little street going through called Silly Face, Carabobo.
Carabobo, yeah.
So,
hey, kid, your mama's hot.
hey, kid, I think your mom is hot. It's one of the most cynical, ugly songs I've written. And
Tu
I've
mamá
written a
está fuerte.
lot. Oh, a lot of them like that.
Yeah,
But-
hey, kid, your mama's hot.
I'm a firm believer in low fidelity. Not in marriage, Karina. No, I'm talking about just in sound, in sonic things.
Can we hear that? Hey, kid, your mama's hot.
I've got it on my phone.
Or is
It's,
it gonna-
it's a fun one.
That's all right.
And
Next time. Los Paganos del Ritmo.
yeah, that's my other band that I've had for a while. That's three of us: Fernando Coto, Path 13 on slap bass. It's all home recorded, very rough country blues and hillbilly bop, which is like the ugly stepbrother to primitive rockabilly. And it's all low fidelity,
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or if not, it gets
or
the
else
hose
it gets a
the
hose again. Yes, it's a Buffalo Bill style song.
Yeah, cool. Couple magazines here too.
Yeah, that's one from way up in Oregon.
Ah, so you've been around a while. You got quite a
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, holding some snakes there on the front cover. That little bastard kept biting me in the face, so I had to put him back down in the bucket. But I did not abuse them.
Didn't
But,
bite its head off like
No.
Ozzy.
I was on a vegan kick at the time, so I wasn't going to do that. And there's some really messed up little fanzines that were done on a Xerox. I think Germany, maybe. I think so. Yeah, I've got probably between 50 and 55 different releases,
Wow.
whether it's LP, 45, CD, cassette, whatever, even 78 RPM. Because in my studio I've got in La Lonja, I've got an old 1936 record cutting machine. So I take the stuff I'm recording last week with my band, the Sons of Sam, and I make my own 78s to sell internationally.
Whoa.
I might make 5 or 10 of each title, but people like them. And yeah. So, yeah, all my good bands, my favorite bands I've had have been Argentine.
Yeah.
That's been another thing that really brought me here, too.
What's that?
The musicianship here.
Yeah.
It's Argentine musicians have one thing that is a rarity that you hardly ever find elsewhere. They listen. I've heard so many bands that were 4 or 5 different people playing like they were 4 or 5 different people. Here, especially like with my Sons of Sam band, I can tell them what song I want to play, how I want it done. They actually listen, which is weird. And then they do it. And I've got a lead guitar player who's not an egomaniac, if you can believe that. Good old Ariel. Got the best slap bass player. By slap bass, I mean contrabajo. And Fonzie Audet. He's incredible. Best showman you'll ever see on stage with an upright bass. Charlie Calthrop, I think I mentioned his name, on drums. He plays his drums. He just doesn't beat them. He plays them. When he needs to beat them, he can do that too. But I love the musicianship here.
Yeah, there are a lot of good musicians here.
Really
wherever you
are.
go.
I feel a bit spoiled as a result here. Huh? Yeah, in Texas, it was hard to find. If you had a good musician, like there was a good guitar player, he was in 6 or 7 bands, and everybody was trying to get him to play with them. Huh. Here, maybe they're in only 2 bands, and they're usually available. So nice. I'm very happy here. That was a big factor because I figured when I retire, what am I going to want to do? Want to play more music.
Sure.
So I've been able to play a whole lot more here than I got to do in the States.
Were you at the San Pedro Country Festival?
Mm-hmm.
Country
we
Festival?
were there this year. I think that was my 5th time, Karina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we first played there in 2008. And the bass player I had at the time, I put him on my shoulders while we were playing with his bass fiddle on stage. My back still hurts from that, but that was a great show. But yeah, we played, my group is called the Sons of Sam. Sam Phillips from Sun Records, or David Berkowitz, the son of Sam Killer.
Whoa.
However you want to take that. And we played that, and the people always respond marvelously. Oh, another thing, Argentina's got the best audiences for listening to music. They get involved. they're not cold. If you've got 5 Argentinos listening, they're in.
Yeah.
If you've got 30,000 like at San Pedro or however many they have,
There were 30,000 people in San Pedro?
30 or more. It was more. Wow. I remember, but early on it was like 25 or 30, but was it closer to 50?
Did they do a line dance? I heard they were going for the Guinness World record.
There are lots of line dancing, but I don't know if they went for a record or what. But it's just astonishing how you go 5,384 miles from Dallas. Well, I've got all those country western people that do that. Nope, there they are. All right.
All right. Can you
Good
play
to
us
see
another
ya.
song?
I guess I could.
Yeah, let's hear. We're going to hear another song by Max Stevens.
Let me see which one is.
Play some. Play.
I'll do Hank Williams.
Oh, here we go. Hank Williams.
My throat's a bit dusty, but we're going to fumble, stumble, and fall
just-
our way through this.
Max Stevens here. Just a couple
Most of those songs are from Argentina, a few from France, and the Paganos del Ritmo, that's all Argentine. I'm the most proud of my Argentine recordings. Faded love and winter roses live and die in memory. Faded love and winter roses, yearning hearts that used to be. Will they meet again tomorrow? Where we parted yesterday. Give me back the winter roses and the love you took away. Faded love and winter roses sprinkled with a lonely tear. Faded love and winter roses still recall each yesteryear. Will I always be a dreamer, dreaming of the used to be? Faded love and winter roses live and die in memory. Oh, thank you very much.
All right.
I'm a sucker for the old country heart ballads. Hank Williams recorded that, and it was put out after he died, but it was just simply a demonstration record with Hank's voice, and his guitar. And that's
You ever get homesick and write songs about Sweet Home Texas?
not about Texas. No, I don't miss it really right now. I've got 4 kids total. All of them are grown. I've got my son Jesse with Karina, and then from a previous incarceration, I have 3 adult children. Got Rachel, who's 41 now. Woo! Chelsea, who's 37, and Travis, who's 32 or 3.
They were planning to visit?
32.
Have they visited? Have they visited? Or...
They're going to. Rachel is going to. She's talking about doing that this next year, and Travis has mentioned that too. Chelsea just got married recently, so they're still getting stuff squared away, I guess. But hopefully. Also, she has a phobia about flying. That's very severe. So I told her, get real drunk. Don't let the flight attendants see that you're that way, and get on a plane.
Yeah, it's pretty safe.
Because I don't want to go back. I just enjoy things here so much that I'm kind of worried that if I went back, something would happen in the world and, be like, well, all flights are canceled, or, this has happened and you're not allowed to go back. And I'd be like, mata mi ora, por favor. Oh, so.
Yeah. I heard everything in Texas is big. Do you drive a big truck, a big car here? What do you drive?
Oh, no. Well, I didn't until 3 or 4 days ago. We bought here's a big Texan here. We bought us a Toyota hybrid. Corolla. That thing, though, it gets over 50 miles per gallon of that Texas crude petroleum. It's just marvelous. And then I've been driving a tiny little Fiat Cubo. But I can get 2 musicians and all the instruments in. That still leaves 2 musicians and Karina out in the cold. So this last week I bought an 07 Hyundai diesel van.
All right, there you go.
It's automatic transmission, which is a rarity here. And Karina can drive it, and it's got comfort, and enough for all 5 of us when we go, and all the instruments inside, even the bass fiddle, and bass fiddles are
that's cool.
No laughing matter when it comes to trying to get from point A to point B. It's always a
how
problem.
often do you play? How often do you play with your band?
Probably 3 times a month or so right now. I'm wanting more. And Karina's got so many other cool projects going. She's got, she just wrapped up a FM radio project. Now they're looking to go streaming, but also with a TV project. So she's a manager, and it takes up a lot of her time. But she is, anything she puts her mind to or her hand to doing, she is the best at it.
Is there a music scene out there near Pilar, or you have to come into the city?
Oh, I come into the city, but we're going to be playing in Flores. There's a country music festival there coming up week and a half. November the 8th.
In Canning, in that area near Ezeiza, there's some music. There's a music scene.
We'll look into that because I keep looking up this way because that's where Karina said.
I have a friend who has a place where they have a lot of live music, and once a month they do an event.
That might be something to look into. The only thing about it, got to take into consideration when we go somewhere, there's not much money involved.
No.
So with that, I just got to make sure that we can get there and back, and then they treat us really well. And sometimes people actually buy stuff, which is good. But yeah, no, we've played, what's that town we played with Sammy a few years back? Way down south.
Yes.
Chauffeur?
Oh, no, Tandil.
Tandil.
Yeah,
the hills. It. They got the hills there.
Yeah, they've got lots of music all around. In fact, I really love playing in Provincia. Because most people, when you go play a show, it's like, rockabilly, what's that? And they go. Or country? What country? Kazakhstan? No, they come and they see us
Do you do weddings?
play.
You do weddings, parties?
I'll do weddings, bar mitzvahs, circumcisions, whatever somebody would pay me to play at, I pretty much would do it. All right. As long, yeah.
Where can people find you? I mean, on social media?
I'm on Facebook, Mac Stevens, M-A-C-K. That's not Max, it's Mac.
Mac.
Yes, and
Mac
Instagram,
Stevens,
the real Mac Stevens or some such, or is it Mac Stevens Rock? I guess there's a professional wrestler with the same name, so I guess he got to the name first. But anyway, so yeah, on Facebook and Instagram, Mac Stevens, you'll find me there, and we'll play anywhere, just about any time.
Okay.
Well, except the band people, they've got day jobs.
People ever call you a Shanky?
Yes.
How do you feel being from Texas?
Henry Donati called me a Shanky one time. I said, "You take that back right now." Why? Shankies are from the North. No, I'm not from the North. Not that I agree with Southern ways of living in a lot of aspects. But there is a certain cachet to being from Texas, which is good. I'm definitely not from Massachusetts or any place like that. Oof.
I try telling people it's, some people, no, he's not a gringo, he's a Shanky. No, but I mean, you can't call a person from Texas
Where
a Shanky.
are you from originally?
I'm from South Philly, from Philadelphia.
Nice.
From the north. I'm a Shanky.
Yeah,
So I don't take offense.
That's a good part of Shankyville.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Philly
Philly's-
people will cut you if you get out of line.
Oh, yeah. It takes a lot of balls to live in Philly, man. It's not easy growing up in Philly, let me tell you.
No.
You got a lot of attitude. You got to stand up for yourself.
We played in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania one time back in 99. We had no money or anything. It was at the end of a tour, which, we wore out 2 vans on that one. But those people loved it and bought stuff and brought a tear to my eye almost. Yeah, it was. I have fond memories of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Awesome. Well, you got a van, you got a new van, you got your band, you can travel around Argentina, hopefully
Yeah.
play some music. I mean, it's a beautiful country. Have you been to other parts besides Tandil?
Yeah, back in 2013 or so, we drove with Karina's folks up to Iguazu.
Oh, wow.
And I actually got to drive a good bit of the way there and back. After we went back to Texas, the speeding tickets started coming in the mail for father-in-law, so that was fun. They had just put up cameras along the route, and he told me to drive fast, so I did. So, yeah, I've been up there, but I really want to go south.
Yeah, I haven't
Far
been
south
to
as we can go. As far as my wallet will take me, I hear it's expensive.
Yes,
that
the further south you go, the more expensive it gets. Yeah. We had a guest came on, Daniel, and he was talking about he went to Ushuaia, and it's like it's expensive out there, down there.
Bariloche's on my list. I've got a good guitar player friend, Sammy, who left the splendor of Jose Cepas for Bariloche. And strangely enough, he hasn't come back yet. He seems to like it there. And so, yeah, we have it in for getting there. And then if I go down there to Bariloche, he can just play guitar for me on a couple of shows. And
Have you written any songs about Buenos Aires?
oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I have. Now, not that I could remember one to do now, but I've got one that we recorded but didn't release called Ray Chetta Baby.
Recheta, baby.
Yeah, Ray Chetta Baby. It's about probably somebody over,
Recheta.
in the Recoleta area, poor boy meets
Ooh,
rich
yeah.
girl type thing.
There you go.
And,
The
oh,
Chetos.
yeah.
All right. And tell me, okay, so what's it like being a gringo in Buenos Aires, in Argentina?
I like it. People treat you well. They hear the accent. Today we went to get the VTV, the inspection on that van we bought. And so we drove out to way out from the house where you didn't have to have an appointment to do so. And so the guy that, had told us which line to get into, he had to take 3 or 4 minutes, interrogate me about the states. Where are you from? Dallas, Texas.
Did they ask you, what are you doing here? ¿Qué haces acá?
Yes.
That's a common question. ¿Qué
Almost
haces acá?
everybody has
You gotta
that
be nuts
question.
to live here.
Yep.
People treat you like
And
you're
I
insane.
I cop to being crazy, but I just tell them sincerely, I like the people. I like playing music here. I like the food. I like the alcohol. I like the vibe. I like the alcohol. The way the people treat you and the alcohol. It's good.
Yeah, alcohol rocks.
And even with inflation, the dollar takes me a good bit farther here anyway.
Yeah.
I stay away from expensive tastes. I mean, we watch our pennies. We look for the 20% off at Carrefour if you pay with Moto.
Sure,
those
sure.
kind of specials.
Sure.
And life is good.
Yeah, I know that the quality of living surpasses the standard of living for sure here.
Yes.
You live a good quality of life as opposed to the standard of living.
And where we live, we were going to live here in the capital, but then Karina got to looking around at properties about an hour outside of the capital, and she found a quinta for sale in La Lonja. So I was drag kicking and screaming because that's too far away until we got there and I saw it. I thought, oh, I want this. For less than what we sold our modest house in the Dallas area for. We lived in beautiful Balch Springs, which is very close to parts of Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a garden spot like Jose Se Paz that I mentioned earlier. So we ended up buying that. It's got a water well, so we got our own water.
Cool.
Going to test it one day to see if it's been safe for me to have been drinking all this time, but no,
Need a filter.
I use it for washing and stuff like that.
All right.
But yeah, I like it. The neighbors are all good. They're generally very quiet. And
You're the rowdy one.
yes,
After the alcohol and the good vibe.
now, I've got the house that we bought. It's got a little casa casero on the property, which turned into a almost all tube recording studio.
you go.
Nothing digital, except for my cell phone. And so we record on tape there, old reel-to-reel, or I can record directly to 78 RPM disc with my old Presto 1936 recorder that I've got. It works. Had it refurbished just a few months ago. So we record things the old way, all live. We don't overdub, multi-track, or anything. All mistakes are left in, and if it's too much of a mistake, well, let's just play it again and do it. So we've recorded several bands and such in the couple from, one from Rosario, another one from Cordoba, and some from closer in.
Cool.
And if they want the old sound of the 50s, I can bring you yesterday's sound tomorrow.
All right. Would you be willing to honor us with another song before we go?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. These musicians, they're hard to get.
Check real quick my little list. I have this weird thing about going blank when somebody says, hey, you want to play a song?
Stevens?
Yeah, let's do a rockabilly song.
A rockabilly.
Yeah, this is rockabilly. Generally, it's 2 guitars, upright bass fiddle, and drums. Sometimes without the drums.
Rockabilly.
Fun that way. This is an old Tommy Sperlin thing called Hang Loose. It's primitive, but hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I got to roll. Hang loose, I gotta roll just to satisfy my soul. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I got to roll. Hell, I learned to rock down at a farm. Knowed how to roll ever since I was born. No trouble for me, cause I'm a cool cat. I hit the ball every time I go to bat. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Don't you know I gotta roll? Oh, well, I got to go just satisfy my soul. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I got to roll. Hell, don't you know my favorite pastime is to give myself a nickel or a dime. Slip it in that jukebox machine. Grab me a kitten in tight blue jeans. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Oh, well, I got to go. Don't you know I gotta roll to satisfy my soul. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I got to roll. Hang loose, I gotta rock. Hang loose, I got to roll. Now, with my band with me, there'd be like 2 guitar solos.
I bet it's awesome.
Pyrotechnics going off, and the crowd rising to its feet and heading for the exit. That's pretty much how we do things.
Well, I want to check out your next show. So please let me know.
We'll write to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Karina knows all and has it all on her calendar.
Okay, cool.
If somebody asks me, where are you playing?
All right. So please, Karina, please let us know the next time there's a show, and we can check out Max Stevens playing live with the band. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
That was really awesome.
Well, it's fun. You've got a nice setup.
Yeah,
here.
it's a nice little setup. It's cozy. It's cool. It's cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
All the way from Philadelphia.
All the way from Philadelphia to
Yeah, you ever going back?
Whenever I get the hanking for a cheesesteak.
You know, I bet that would sell here.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of things. I have a lot of good ideas. I got no money, though.
Yeah.
It's hard to make money when you got no money.
Expat living, huh?
Yeah. On that note, we'll catch you later for another dose of the Gringos in Buenos Aires podcast.
Yeah, I was trying to do that, but it came out as that. I don't know. I don't know these hand signals the kids use nowadays.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. Oh, speaking on that, any curse words you're familiar with that you like to use?
La concha de tu madre.
Hey, the seashell of your mother.
La puta que te parió.
There we go.
And then just the ever eternal.
On that note, ciao for now, people.